Tuesday. This is going to be a nice level 1 class. We're not going to go crazy today, but if that is something you want to do, go crazy with it. It's all good. Looks like a bunch of faces on there all have advanced practices. You're welcome to ratchet up as much as you like. If you're going to stay within a nice easy practice today, that's fine too. Let's go ahead and start in child's pose. So I want you to start with the knees a little bit wide to start. Try to put the tops of your feet flat down on the mat and try to let the tush come back down towards the heels. Just push the mat away from you and drive that tush down, breathing nice and easy here. Take a couple deep breaths. Wiggle your rib cage down between your knees. Let's take a couple breaths here. Maybe let the forehead come down to the mat. And just take some nice simple breaths. We'll be here for about 3 or 4 more breaths. Invite some calm into your morning. Right now, a good thing to do is to think of some calm. Try not to let all the noise around you get to you at all times. Definitely take some moments to yourself. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. All right, let's come back up onto our hands and our knees. Now what I want you to do is take your knees together. Feet are still flat down on the mat. I want you to let your tush come back down towards your heels. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Breathe. Hands are here. So this is really releasing these quads. You're also opening up your ankles. And just relax. Breathe nice and easy here. Just take a couple breaths here. Let's bring our hands maybe at heart center. Maybe they're just resting in your lap. Close the eyes. You'll feel the quads start to bite. If this is a little intense, all you do is come up just a little bit. If you can just let your tush rock back down onto your heels, that's awesome. Just 1 more breath. Good. Let's come onto our hands and our knees. Good. Let's just pick this right knee up towards the side wall. Make a big circle. Let's do that again. And 1 more time. And let's put that right knee on down. Good, let's take the left knee out and make some big circles with that left knee. 1 more. And put it down. And good, right foot straight back, left hand forward. Breathe nice and easy here. Create some length. Neck is neutral. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good. Release that hand down on the mat. Let's point the bottom of your foot straight up towards the sky. Make a 90-degree with your leg. Let's pulse that foot up for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and let's put that foot on down. Good. Nice circular motions. Anything round and round, and round and round, and round and round. So maybe this is your first movement of the day. I've already worked out, so I'm a little tight working some stuff out. Let's go left foot back, right hand forward. Breathe. Find this bird dog to start. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good. Put the hand down. 90-degree angle with the foot. Flat of your foot like you're trying to stomp it onto the ceiling. Pulse it up for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. And release it down. Nice circular motions. Anything round and round, and round and round, and round and round. All right, curl the toes under. Push up and back. Downward facing dog. So just like when you wake up, if you have a dog, you know you have to take them out and just let them walk things out a little bit. So go ahead and walk that dog out a little bit. Bending the left and the right and the left and the right. Getting some blood into the hip sockets, into the knee joints. Big inhale, come way up high on your tiptoes. Big inhale, up high on your tiptoes. And big exhale, just come down into your heels. Let's try that again. Big inhale, come up way up high on your tiptoes. Big exhale, come down into your heels. Fantastic. Let's take the right foot up high to the sky. Reach it up nice and high. Push that mat away from you. Drive that foot up and back. Let's step the right foot forward and through and inhale up into warrior 1. So rotate this left hip forward. Draw the right hip back. Bend into the front knee. Arms around the ears. If that's too intense, your hands could be here. Your hands could be here. Your hands could be here. Wherever's good for you. Pull here, belly's engaged, drive to the outside edge of the back foot. 2 more breaths. Good, 1 more breath. Good, release the hands down to the mat, step that foot back, take a vinyasa. So high to low push-up, maybe all the way to the mat, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Real simple opening today, guys. Left foot goes high to the sky. Push the mat away from you, drive that foot up and back. Step the left foot forward and through, back heel spins down. Inhale up, warrior one, just on the other side. Again, choose where you want yourself to be. Rotate that right hip forward, draw that left hip back, bend in the front knee. 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more breath. Exhale the hands down to the mat. Step the foot forward this time, forward fold. So you're at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. And then exhale, forward fold. Let's just go ahead and grab opposite elbows and just hang like a rag doll. Bend the knees a little bit, feel a little bit more rotation through the pelvis. Let the head come down towards the mat. Start to strain those legs as best you can. You don't need to be worrying about locking the legs out at all. Sway a touch side to side, nod the head yes, shake the head no. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. And release those hands down to the mat. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Let's inhale the hands up high to the sky, reach them up high towards the sky. Good. Right hand grabs the left wrist and just pull yourself towards the right side. Look up underneath the left armpit. Breathe nice and easy here. So what I really want you to think about is creating length through the lower side body. So that's right. So what I want you to do is take your left hand and grab your right wrist and then pull the lower side body long. Breathe. So you switch the grip of your hands in mid-stretch. Good. Come back up through center. Good. Let's pull ourselves the other way. Keep the grip as it is. Breathe. So again, you probably start to feel collapsing into the left side body. Take your right hand, grab your left wrist, and pull your left side body long. Breathe. 1 more breath here. Good. Come back up through center. Good. Sit down in the chair. Utkatasana. Set the shoulders down. Belly's tight. Core's engaged. Tailbone tucks to neutral. Belly button's engaged. Close your rib cage just a touch. Forward fold. Hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Good. Big step back with your left foot. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky. Nice, easy twist here. So breathe. So Stephanie does a really cool job of really keeping that knee in nice and tight. She set herself up in the hips first before she released the arms. Now she's going to reach from the left hand all the way through the right fingertips and thinking about her back going wide. 2 more breaths here. Good. 1 more breath here. Let's release that right hand down to the mat. Drop the left knee down to the mat. Straighten your right leg. Half split. Just a half split today. Breathe. I'll give you a chance later to go into full split, but stay in a half split now. Really feel that hamstring of that right leg start to open. Feel engagement into the right hip socket. Now create length through your upper spine. Think about your heart coming slightly forward. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Nice. 1 more breath. Good. And let's bend into the front knee. Power up your back leg. Kick up standing split. Left foot high. Let the nose come down towards the knee. Let that left foot roll as high as it wants to go. So you're just warming up. This might be the first thing you've done today. If you're not straight up and down, don't worry about that. I would not be anywhere close to where Stephanie is. 1 more breath. Good. Big step back. Open up warrior 2. So you're in a beautiful warrior 2 here. The front knee is over the front ankle. You're reaching to the outside edge of the back foot. Tailbone is neutral. She's long fingertip to fingertip. Flip the right palm, reverse the warrior. And warrior 2. Straighten your right leg. Shorten your stance just a touch. Reach cock and tilt right into Trikonasana triangle pose. So again, don't be in a hurry to get all the way down to your deepest expression. You can take your time getting there. The fact that you get to the floor or to toe lock or to the foot, that doesn't matter. You don't need to get there all in one move. Every exhale can take you a little bit deeper into the posture. Every inhale, feel engagement from the right heel into the right hip socket. Every exhale, feel a little bit rotation as you get that whole lower side body, the right side body parallel to the ground. Last big breath here. Good. Warrior 2. Bend into the right knee. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Let's cartwheel the hands down, step the foot back. Let's take a vinyasa. High to low, push up. Upward facing dog. And let's roll on back to a downward facing dog. Breathe. All right. Walk or hop to the front of the mat into a forward fold, top of the mat. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale the hands up high to the sky. Let's sit down into chair again, Utkatasana. So everything's nice and square here. Breathe. Hands come into prayer. Prayer twist, left elbow, right knee. So maybe you're between the knees, the valley between the knees. You could be here. Maybe you're getting all the way over to this side. Choice is yours. Feel the rotation through. Now, trick here is to heave your heart towards the side wall and then spread your lats wide. One more breath. Good. Forward fold, hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. All right, let's try the other side. Inhale, the hands up high to the sky. Sit down in the chair. Hands come into prayer. Let's go the other way. Right elbow, left knee. So again, maybe you're finding all the way on the left side that left knee. Maybe you're in the valley between your knees. Either way, think about upper torso rotation, rib cage rotation. 2 more breath here. 1 more breath here. And release the hands down to the mat. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Big step back with the right foot this time. Right hand to the mat, left hand to the sky. Nice, easy twist. So set yourself up for success here. So you're trying to get that right hand in line with the left ankle. Left arm stacked straight up and down on top of the right. The key is as that knee comes over that front ankle, turn on your back leg. 2 more breath. Good. 1 more breath. Good. Release the left hand down to the mat. Drop your right knee down to the mat. Straighten that left leg, half split. Ardha Hanuman. Draw from the left heel into that hip socket. Square your hips towards the front of the room, wherever you're facing. And then breathe. For the last 2 breaths, think about, can I lengthen my upper thoracic spine? Can I create length there? 1 more breath. All right, let's bend into that front knee, power up the back leg, and then kick up standing split. Right foot goes high. Let that right foot roll as high as it wants to go. So maybe you're really getting it up a little bit higher than the other side. Maybe it's not quite as high as the other side. Does not matter. Be where you are today. 1 more big breath here. Good. Let's step back, warrior 2. Big step back, warrior 2. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. And warrior 2. Straighten your left leg. Again, if you need to shorten your stance, shorten it. If you don't need to, keep it where it is. Reach cock and tilt, finding Trikonasana. Again, don't be in a hurry to get to your deepest point. Good. Inhale from the left heel into the left hip socket. Exhale, feel rotation as the whole spine tries to get parallel to the floor. All the way from the tailbone to the crown of the head. The gaze is up. Last 2 breaths. Last 1 breath. And warrior 2. Fantastic. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Let's cartwheel the hands down, step that foot back. Let's take a vinyasa. High to low, push up. Upward facing dog. Let's roll on back to a downward facing dog. Let's take a few breaths here. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. All right, let's go right foot high to the sky. Point the toe, roll the hip open, and bend the knee. So just like we did earlier on the knees, this time we're in down dog doing that hip opener. Let's go 2 big circles, that knee in one direction. And 2 big circles with that knee in the other direction. And let's step the right foot forward and through, coming right into warrior 2. Cartwheel the left hand back, opening up towards the sidewall. Breathe nice and easy here. All right, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Extended side angle. Right elbow comes down to the knee, left hand comes up over the head. Breathe nice and easy here. Create length. Feel the outside edge of the back foot, front knees over front ankle. Feel the rotation through. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath here. And warrior 2. Straighten your right leg. Turn your toes towards the sidewall. Inhale the hands way up high to the sky. All right, wide leg forward, fold all the way down. So feel the rotation as the head come down towards the mat. And you can grab ankles, calves, or feet, finding a nice deep forward fold. If you're an inverter and that's something you really want to do, do it. If that's not your thing, just let the head come down towards the mat and find rotation. So Stephanie's just playing with tremendous rotation today. She has an easy inversion here, but she's actually been walking her feet closer together so that she finds the right proportions between the torso and the legs so that she can get her head basically directly underneath her tailbone. Last 2 breath. Last 1 breath. Good. And let's release. All right. Let's inhale to a halfway lift. Breathe nice and easy here. Hands to your waist. From your core, push yourself up to a standing position. Let's go warrior 2 back towards the front wall. Bend into the right knee. Let's flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Cartwheel the hands down and step back, Vashisthasana. Left hand to the mat, right hand to the high. Open it up. Breathe nice and easy here. So you could drop the left knee down. You could stack the feet. You could put the leg up and let it hover. Lots of variations you could play with. Last big breath here. Good. And let's release the hand down, taking a vinyasa to downward facing dog. High to low, push up, upward facing dog. And let's roll on back to a downward facing dog. Breathe. So every time you get back to down dog, this should be a place where you can gather yourself up. As if you're a runner, it's kind of that easy pace that you go to when you need to kind of regather yourself. If you're a biker, it's that easy speed that you find where you can just catch your breath for a second. Left foot goes high to the sky. Point the toe, roll the hip open, bend the knee. Again, 2 big circles with that knee in one direction. Good, and 2 big circles with that knee in the other direction. Good, step the left foot forward and through right into warrior 2. Opening up towards the side wall. So, square yourself towards the side wall, drive to the outside edge of the back foot. Is your front knee over your front ankle? Turn on the back right leg. Now the gaze is over the middle finger of that front hand. Flip the left palm, reverse the warrior. And let's go extended side angle. Left elbow down to the knee, right hand up over the head. So if you're feeling pressure on the elbow, there's nothing wrong with that, but you want it to get lighter over time. And then if you do feel some pressure, you want to use that pressure to rotate the bottom rib cage through. Use the reach of this top hand to draw this top shoulder back. You should have a nice long line from the fingertips of that right hand all the way back to the outside edge of that back right foot. Can you take another 2 breaths here? Let's take 1 more breath here. Good, warrior 2. Good work, everyone. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior, and warrior 2. Straighten your left leg, turn your toes towards the side wall. Inhale the hands way up high to the sky. Nice wide leg forward, fold all the way down. Let the head come down towards the mat again, grabbing ankles, calves, or feet. So if you have really good rotation from that warrior 2 turn, you'll probably have to do what Stephanie just did. She made her stance shorter. So that means she brought her feet closer together. If your rotation isn't quite there yet, the feet might be a little bit wider. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath here. All right, we all meet in a forward fold. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Hands to your waist. Good, stand up nice and easy. All right, hold here for a second, guys. Turn and look towards your mirror. Stephanie, turn sideways. The whole way, this way, face this way. There you go. So if she goes too wide, so go too wide. Now start to forward fold. Her head hits here. You see where the angle stops? She can't get to the rotation as if she shortens her stance. Bring your feet closer together. Now watch the rotation change. You see the difference, guys? That's what I'm talking about. Now come back up a little bit. Go way too wide. Go way too wide. Way too wide. More and more. Some people try to get their head down so much that they get here. This is defeating the rotation at this pelvis that we're looking for. Okay? So figure out where the feet need to be to get there. Thanks, Steph. All right. We're warrior 2, front wall, left foot's forward. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Cartwheel the hands down, stepping back and take Vashisthasana, right hand to the mat, left hand to the sky. So what dictates what happened there? 1 more breath in this side plank. Good. Take the hand down, take a vinyasa to down dog. Is a couple things. First thing that dictates it is your proportions. How long is your legs in proportion to your torso? That's the first thing. The second thing that dictates it is how much rotation you have in your pelvis. Once you figure out those 2 things, the rest will be much easier and you'll get a much better forward fold. 1 more breath here. All right, let's take the right foot up nice and high to the sky. Reach it up nice and high. Push the mat away from you. All right, let's step that right foot forward and through, coming into high lunge. Breathe nice and easy here. So I'm going to face Stephanie in this one. Hands can come into prayer. So Stephanie's go full expression warrior 3. I'm going to go kind of half where I should be. Let the weight shift in this leg and find your angle. So we're both in a perfect warrior 3. I don't have as much flexion into my hip socket as she does right now. Over time, I'll start to breathe and I'll find mine to match hers. 2 more breath. 1 more breath. Good. Step back, warrior 2. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Let's go back to our extended side angle. We were just here. This time, let's take a half bind. Take the left hand down behind the back. I just want you to feel the top shoulder draw back. Breathe. So maybe your hand gets to the inside of this front thigh. That's fine. Mine won't get anywhere near there. I want everyone to drop the elbow inside of that front right knee, the right elbow, and put the right hand on the heart. If this feels really good and you're really square and you really got your elbow basically on the left side of that right knee, then full bind should be there for you. If that's nowhere close, then don't go full bind. Breathe. Now you notice where Steph's hands are. She's not binding up by her groin. She's binding by her mid-thigh. 2 more breath here. 1 more breath here. Good. Warrior 2. Fantastic. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Cartwheel the hands down both sides of that front foot. Drop the left knee down to the mat again. Inhale the hands up high to the sky, Anjalayasana. Look up at your thumbs and breathe. You'll see a spot on your ceiling above you between your thumbs. Drift them back a little bit more and find a back bend here. 1 more breath. Embrace that back bend. Good. Drop the hands down both sides of that front foot, half or full split. So if you were itching for that full split earlier, now's your chance. If you're just staying in that half split, just stay in that half split. Breathe nice and easy here. Feel the rotation through. So that little side stretch she's doing is to make herself really square her hips forward. Breathe. Last 2 breaths. Last 1 breath. Good. All right. Bend into the front knee, power up the back leg. Send the right foot back to meet the left and take a vinyasa to down dog. Left foot goes high to the sky. Step the left foot forward and through. Inhale up, high lunge. Strong through that back leg, drive through the heel. Hands come into prayer. With control, warrior 3. Let the weight shift, find that warrior 3. Again, you don't have to get as parallel to the ground as Stephanie is, but it needs to be one straight line from the crown of the head through the heel of that right foot. 2 more breaths. Can you control it? 1 more breath. Good. With control, step back, open up, warrior 2. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. And let's go extended side angle. Left elbow down to the knee, right hand up over the head. Again, start with your half bind. So drop the hand down behind the back. The top shoulder is the key. It draws back. Slide the left elbow inside the left knee. Left hand can come to the heart. So this front shoulder is all the way on this side of this front knee. That's how she knows she will have full bind. If you have full bind, take full bind here. If your rotation kept your shoulder on this side of your left knee, the left side of the left knee, then finding that bind will be more challenging. 2 more breath. 1 more breath. Good. And warrior 2. Awesome. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Let's cartwheel the hands down both sides of that front foot. Drop the right knee down to the mat. Inhale the hands up high, Anjalayasana. Find a beautiful back bend here. Again, find a spot on your ceiling and then drift yourself back a little bit more into a back bend. So Stephanie's actually seeing the wall behind her. 1 more breath here. Big inhale. Exhale the hands down to the mat. Straighten that front leg. Half or full split. Find the one that works for you. Breathe nice and easy here. 2 more breath. One more breath. All right, and let's bend into the front knee, power up your back leg. Send your left foot back to meet your right, and let's take a vinyasa to down dog. Breathe nice and easy here. All right, bending the knees, looking forward, hopper step forward, forward, forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Take your feet about a fist width apart, peace fingers, grab your big toes, and pull your heart down towards your thighs. So this is a good place to check out how open your hips are, your hamstrings, and how much you have rotation through the hips. If you are nowhere near your thighs with your heart when your legs are straight, then your rotation needs some work, and that'll happen over time. So just inhale and bend the knees just a touch, and exhale, pull the elbows away from each other and drive the head down as you straighten those legs just a touch. Don't go all the way to lockdown. Again, let's inhale and bend just a little. Exhale and straighten, drive the head down. There it is, there it is, there it is. Even someone with an advanced posture like Stephanie will find more depth using pulsation. Last breath here. And release. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale the hands up high to the sky, and hands come down into prayer. All right, weight shifts into your right foot, left foot, ankle, calf, or groin. Let's find tree. So I'm totally cool with this. I'm on the ankle. I'm finding it balanced. This is open. Once that feels good, I'm really cool with this. Once you're fine here, if you want to go higher than this calf, you have to go past your knee. You can go here. Hands to the high when you're ready. Set your shoulders down and breathe. Create length. 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more breath. Good. Right hand stays high. Draw the left knee up. Then slide your hand down and grab the ankle, calf, or foot. Then reach and kick and find Nataraj. Drive the toe up and back. Let the heart come forward. Breathing here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Good. Shake them out. All right, let the weight shift into that left foot. Again, find it. First you find balance. Maybe it's here. When that feels good, make it here. When that feels good, then you have to really take it past the knee. Hands to the high. Let's take a few breaths here. So my foot started to slide, so I'm just going to take it below the knee so I don't put pressure on my knee. Last breath. All right, bring the knee forward. I pull the knee up first. I slide my hand down. I find the ankle or the foot. Then I'll bend this left knee a little bit and then reach and kick and find Nataraj. Drive that toe up and back, holding here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Good. Inhale the hands up high to the sky. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Make your way back through a vinyasa to downward facing dog. So I want you to feel your right hand really flat down on the mat. And I want you to feel your left foot. Good. Now I want you to come onto spider fingers of the left hand. Get that palm off the mat. And then I want you to go onto the ball of that right foot. Good. I hope very little moved except for you got light. You're feeling the oppositional force. Now switch that completely. Drop the left hand down. Drop the right foot down. Come up onto the ball of the left foot. Come onto the fingertips of the right. Again here, how little did you change your down dog to do that? 1 more breath like this. Now everything flat down on the mat and feel your down dog. It should feel really delicious right now. Breathe. Just 1 more breath, guys. All right, let's go right foot high to the sky. Let's point the toe, roll the hip open, and bend the knee. If you want to flip your dog this morning, by all means, drop that foot down, pick the right hand up, and find a beautiful back bend. Breathe. Let's come back to a down dog split when you're ready. Step the right foot forward and through right into warrior 2. All right, so in the same vein as what we did with that warrior 3, where I didn't quite go all the way, but I still found it, and Stephanie did. We're going to do the same thing here. So the weight's going to shift into this right leg, and I'm about half of where I would be normally, and I'm fine with that. Now I'm looking towards the camera. Breathe. Stephanie's looking towards me. She's more of a full expression. Maybe I'll go a little deeper. Oops, I started to come out. I came back up. I caught it. Good. Step back, warrior two. Good. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Card with the hands down. Step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Let's inhale the hands up high to the sky. Sit down in the chair. Hands come into prayer. Prayer twist, left elbow, right knee. So if this is where you're at today, that's fine. A nice way to work into splitting arms is right hand way up high, left hand to your heart. Good. Then once you feel you've really squared to the sidewall, just release that bottom hand down towards the ground. Breathe here. This is it. This is where you want to be. You want to feel that rotation. Just one more breath here. Sit down just a touch lower. Good. Forward fold, hands down to the mat. Heel to your feet out nice and wide and sink into yogic squat. So, if I had a buddy that had really bad knees, this was his yogic squat, and there was nothing wrong with it. And we worked from here, he got to here, and that was it. If you can get to here, this is great, wherever you're at. If you have crow and you want to release your hands down to the mat and take your crow, go ahead and take crow. Hold your crow or your yogic squat for another 2 breaths. One more breath. When you're ready, make your way back through a vinyasa to down dog. So Steph did a jump back. You might have just stepped back. All right, let's try the other side. Left foot goes high to the sky. Reach up nice high. Point the toe. Roll the hip open. Bend the knee. If you want to flip your dog, flip it on over. Drop the foot down. Pick that right hand up. Find a back bend. Let's come back to a down dog split when you're ready. Step the left foot forward and through right into warrior two. Right into warrior two. Again, flip the palm, reverse the warrior, and warrior two. So we're not obsessing over half moon. We're just taking it. Let the weight shift down left leg. Teeter forward. Find your balance. And then make your way to your fullest expression. Breathe. Holding here for 4. For 3. For 2. For 1. Step back, warrior 2. Very good. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Cartwheel the hands down. Step the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale the hands up high to the sky. Sit down in the chair. Hands come into prayer. Prayer twist, right elbow, left knee. So again, once you feel that rotation, release the left hand high, right hand comes to your heart. So that's pulling the bottom rib cage through. Once you feel nice and square, just release the right hand down. Staying here. Create rotation. Can you take 2 more breaths? Can you take 1 more breath? Forward fold, hands down to the mat. Really great work. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Heel to your feet out nice and wide, sinking into yogic squat. So if you're just starting to find yogic squat, when my feet come together, when my hands come down, the knees can be a little bit to the outside of the arms. All I'm thinking is chest past fingertips till I feel my feet float. Okay? Give it a try. Crow. As you get more experience, your knees will come higher on your triceps. Your tush will be higher. Can you hold it for 2 more breaths? You sure can. Can you hold it for 1 more breath? Good. When you're ready, make your way back through a vinyasa to down dog. Breathe nice and easy here. Invite some calm. Breathe nice and easy. Last 2 breaths. Good. 1 more breath. All right, let's go right foot high to the sky. Reach up nice and high. Let's step the right foot forward and through. Inhale up into warrior 1. So we started today with warrior 1. Let's straighten your right leg. Shorten your stance just a touch and then fold over your front thigh right into pyramid. Feel yourself square over that front leg, melt down over the front thigh. So you want to think about that right chest plate coming down towards the right thigh. Your nose comes inside of the shin or the knee. The crown of the head is reaching down towards the big toe. Really feel your hips get square. Hands can release down to the ground, both sides of that front leg. Inhale up onto the ball of your back foot. That's your left foot. Good. As you exhale it down, really feel yourself square. Draw the right hip up. Good. Inhale the toes of that right foot up off the ground. Come onto the heel of the front foot. Feel that engagement. Exhale that foot down and find a perfect pyramid here for 2 breaths. For 1 breath. All right, left hand stays to the mat. Right hand peels the sky going into a revolved triangle. So feel the rotation through. Release the right hand back to the high. And breathe. 2 big breaths here. 1 more breath here. And release that hand down to the mat. Step the left foot forward, forward, forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale the hands up high to the sky. Sit down into chair. Left ankle, right knee. So floating pigeon, hands come into prayer. This could be it. Now, waggle your elbows up and down a little bit. Can you take your elbows to the front of your right shin, your left shin? Maybe you're here. If you can release the hands down on the ground from here, do that. Maybe you just straighten your right leg. If you have an arm balance, you could take it if you want. Breathe nice and easy here. So Steph's just straightening that leg. She's finding that beautiful rotation through. 1 more breath here. Good. Release the left foot down next to the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Make your way back through your vinyasa to downward facing dog. So that could be a straight step back to down dog. That could be a float back through vinyasa to down dog. That could be a modified vinyasa to down dog. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. All right, left foot goes high to the sky. Reach up nice and high. Push the mat away from you. Step the left foot forward and through. Inhale up, warrior 1. Strong through the back leg, drive through the heel. Feel that right hip rotate forward and back. Bend into the front knee, draw the left hip back. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. All right, let's straighten your left leg. Shorten your stance just a touch. Fold over your front thigh, pyramid. Again, you can release the hands down to stabilize yourself if need be. Once you find that pyramid, square your hips forward. Let's inhale up onto the ball of your back foot. That's the right foot. Good. Exhale it down. You should feel square. Inhale the toes of the left foot up off that mat. Feel engagement in the left hip socket. Good. Exhale it down. Really feel pyramid. Right hand to the mat, left hand peels to the sky, coming into a revolved triangle. Breathe nice and easy here. One more big breath here. And release that hand down to the mat. Good. Step the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale the hands up high to the sky. Good. Sit down into chair. All right, right ankle, left knee. Floating pigeon. Maybe drop those elbows in front of the shin. That could be it. Maybe release the hands down to the ground and start to straighten the standing leg. Stephanie's actually grabbing behind that leg to do that. You don't have to get that intense. You could just have your hands down on the ground and going into a forward fold here. 1 more big breath. And release into a forward fold. Right foot drops next to left. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. All right, plant the hands, bend the knees, make your way back through a vinyasa to down dog. Let's take a few deep breaths here. 1 more breath here. All right, let's go right foot high to the sky, reach up nice and high. Knee to the nose, round your spine, and extend it back. Let's do that 1 more time. Knee to the nose, and extend it back. Good. Step the right foot forward and through, coming into high lunge. Strong through the back leg, drive through the heel. Hands come into prayer. Prayer twist, left elbow, right knee. So you could play with split arms here again. So right hand high, left hand hard. Once you feel square, split the arm straight up and down. If you have a reverse bind and you want to play with that, that's fine. If not, just stay in split arms. Last 2 breaths. 1 more breath. Release the hands down to the mat. All I want you to do is send your right foot back, down dog split. Right foot back, down dog split. Take the right knee to the right wrist and set up for pigeon on that right side. Resting pigeon. So if this hurts the knee or doesn't feel comfortable, go onto your back and do a reclined pigeon on your back. Walk your hands forward and down. Find resting pigeon. We're going to be here a good minute. Probably more like a minute and a half. Just relax down onto the mat. Breathe. Reach through the back left leg and rotate the left hip down. Curl the right toes towards your right shin. Engage into that right hip socket. You got about another 30 seconds here. Just breathe. Last 3 breaths. Last 2 breaths. Last big breath. All right, hands come to the sides of the chest. Good. Walk the hands back towards the hips, and let's come into a little bit of a back bend here. So if you want to bend the knee and grab the ankle, you can. If you just want to stay here in that pigeon, stay in that pigeon. 1 more breath here. All right, press the palms down into the mat, curl the back toe under, send the right foot back, down dog split. Shake that leg out a little bit and put that foot on down. Fantastic. Let's try the other side. Left foot high to the sky. Knee to the nose, round your spine. Extend it back. And again, knee to the nose and extend it back. Step the left foot forward and through, coming into high lunge. Strong through the back leg, drive through the heel. Hands come into prayer. Prayer twist, right elbow, left knee. So you're using that right elbow to draw yourself through. Once you feel comfortable, release the left hand high, put your right hand on your heart. You feel square, release the right hand down towards the ground. From here, you could stay here. If you have that reverse bind, and I know a bunch of you that are here today have those advanced postures, take it. If not, stay right where you were with those split arms. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good. Release the hands down to the mat. Press into the mat. Send the left foot back, down dog split. Take your left knee to your left wrist, pigeon on that left side. Right into resting pigeon on that left side. Walk your hands forward and down, find resting pigeon. Release the back leg back. Breathe nice and easy here. Breathe. Reach through the right foot. Engage the left toes back towards your shin. Feel engagement into the left hip socket. You got about 30 more seconds here. Three more breaths. 2 more breaths. Last big breath. All right, walk your hands back towards your hips, finding pigeon. So pigeon is a back bend. This is actually pigeon. You were just in resting pigeon. If you want to bend the knee and grab the ankle, take a variation, you can. If you just want to stay in that pigeon, feel length through the lower back. Lift the heart slightly up. Good. Plant the hands down to the mat. Send that left foot back, down dog split, and put it on down. All right, bending the knees, looking forward, hop all the way through onto your tush. Sitting down onto your tush. Good. Remove the flesh from the sits bone, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale the hands up high to the sky. Good. Forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So in that standing forward fold we were doing earlier, if you have really good rotation, your heart is probably really close to your thighs. If your rotation isn't quite where it wants to be yet, you're probably quite a bit away from those thighs. Maybe you have your knees bent. So this is the same posture, except for gravity's working in a different way. We're going to be here about another 20 seconds, so just relax into it. Two more breaths. One more breath. And let's come up. All right, right foot stays long, left foot comes in the groin. Square yourself up towards that foot, just forward fold, Jani Shirshasana. Melting down over that thigh again. If you have really good rotation, you might be melting down on that leg like Steph is. Maybe you're nowhere near that. You have a little tight hamstring, or hip flexor might be tight. Don't make yourself crazy. Don't be afraid to bend the knee. Find your depth. Whatever's challenging your muscle groups is what you should be doing. One more breath here. And let's come up. Good. Extend the left foot forward. Draw the right foot in the groin. Square yourself up towards that foot. Fold over it. Breathe. Melt down over that thigh. Find your depth. Let's take two more breaths. Let's take one more breath. And let's come up. Very good. Soles of the feet together, knees out nice and wide, Baddha Konasana. Just let the knees open up. So if the knees start drifting up real high, you probably need to take your feet forward. If the knees are really easily down onto the mat, try to draw the heels closer towards your bum. Maybe you start to release your hands forward and down and try to hinge down. So Stephanie's using her elbows to pull her rib cage forward, then she can release her arms completely forward if she'd like. Let's take a couple breaths here. Last two breaths. Last one breath. And let's come up. All right. Steph, turn towards the camera. All right, wide leg straddle, guys. Let them go as wide as they can go. So the first thing she does is she just sees that she can sit up tall. And then she kind of hinges forward and she pulls herself forward so she can go wider through her legs. Sitting up tall like this, that might be it. Close the rib cage just a touch. There it is. That could be enough. Next thing is, can I bring my hands in front of me and just hinge forward just a little bit? That could be awesome. And then from here, you start going, where can I go to? Can I walk my hands forward more? Can I get my heart all the way down to the mat? It doesn't matter what your neighbor can do in a yoga class or someone else on Zoom might be able to do. Get to where you're feeling engagement into the hip flexors, where you're creating your length. Breathe. Let's take a couple more breaths here. So you might really be at your edge here, just leaning forward just a touch. Maybe you run a lot and your hip flexors are tight. Your hamstrings might be tight. Maybe you bike a lot. All right, let's come back up. Drop your right elbow inside of your right knee. Take your left hand up over your head. I do not care if you touch your toe. I really don't. Just get it up over the head and create length. Breathe. Let's take another breath here. Let's come back up through center. Drop the left elbow down. Take the right hand up over the head. Breathe here. Again, we're not worrying about getting the toe. We're worried about creating length through the side bodies. One more breath here. And let's come up. Good. Both feet forward. Let's go all the way onto our backs. Let's get soles of the feet together, knees out wide to start. Supta Baddha Konasana. So again, this is the same one as we were doing seating, except for gravity is a little bit different. We've kind of mellowed out what's going on in the pelvis because we're not sitting up at a 90-degree angle. This is more working on rotation of the hip sockets open. Just 2 more breath. Just 1 more breath. Feet flat down on the mat, hands by your side. Push the pelvis to the sky. Wheel. Bridge, bridge, bridge. If you want to go wheel, you could. We'll do 2 more. Now, can everything stay still except for you just straighten your right leg, keeping your right thigh parallel to your left? Good. Put it down. Can you do the other foot? Good. Put it down. Release down. Windshield wiper the knees left and right, left and right, left and right. All right, so we're going to do 2 more back bends here. You can choose if you want to go back into bridge, push into bridge. If you'd rather take a wheel, it's hands up over the head taking wheel. One more big breath here. And then release down. Windshield wiper those knees left and right and left and right. All right, let's do 1 more. Bridge or wheel. Take the one that makes sense to you. Holding here for 3, for 2, for 1, and then release down. Windshield wiper those knees left and right and left and right. All right, I want you to pull your right knee into your chest, left leg is long. Your left hand's going to guide the right knee across the body. The right arm's going to reach to the sidewall. Just feel the rotation through here. Breathe. If that knee gets all the way to the ground, that's great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. Again, where are you feeling it? So I'd rather you feel a nice stretch with the knee not quite to the ground than really just like smacking the breath out of your mouth by getting that knee all the way down and putting yourself in stress. This is not what we're designed to do here. Breathe. 1 more breath. Good. Come back through center. Release that right leg long. Hug the left knee into the chest. Give it a good old hug. Your right hand's going to guide the left knee across the body. Left arm's going to reach towards the sidewall. Again, we're not going for any record twist here. We're just creating length, rotation through the pelvis. Breathe nice and easy here. Two more breath. 1 more breath. Good. Let's come back to the center. Hug both knees in the chest. Hug both knees. Maybe grab around the front of the knees, grabbing opposite elbows. Nose can come to the knee. You curl up into a ball. Maybe you're just pulling the knees down towards you. Maybe you're taking some other move that feels good to you. All right, start visualizing what you want to do to finish your practice today. Maybe you just extend both legs straight up to the sky, like legs up the wall. Maybe you go shoulder stand. If you're an inverter of another inversion, a headstand or something, you may take that. You got about a minute and a half to play. So take what works for you. So legs up the wall can be with a wall or without. Steph went into plow. Looks like she's going to play with shoulder stand today. Now, whatever you chose to do, and again, we're not trying to pick the most challenging thing you can think of right now. You're thinking about something to ground you for the rest of your day. Breathe. Pay attention to the little things. Can you find some more length? Can you find some more ease? Your breath should be easy and rhythmic. You shouldn't be worrying about what's after this class. You can worry about that when this class is done. You got about 3 more breaths here. If you're in that shoulder stand, you want to start making your way into plow, by all means go into plow. After a breath or 2 there, you can take the knees around the ears, deaf man's pose. If you weren't in a headstand or a handstand, hit child's pose. Good, let's all roll onto our backs. If you're on legs at the wall, just release your legs forward coming into it. All right, hands come up underneath the bum, lift the heart up with the head roll back, let's find fish. Breathe nice and easy here. Big inhale through the nose, stick the tongue out the mouth. Ah. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale through the nose, stick the tongue out the mouth. Ah. And then let's release down to the mat. If you need to take a happy baby here, pull both knees into the chest, grab the outsides of the feet, go happy baby. If there's another posture you like to do at the end of a class, take that now. Maybe you're just twisting both knees to one side, looking the opposite way, taking a few breaths and then switching sides. Maybe you're releasing out into a really long shavasana. Breathe. So on Sunday, I went to Loretta's house after we taught. We ran back to my house. We grabbed all the dogs, my dog, her dog, and the little dog. We went to her house. My daughter has a little dog that we just got. And I cleaned the gutters on her house. Then we cleaned up some beds together. I fixed a stairway in the backyard that needed to be done. Fixed a fence that needed a little mending. A couple of little things here and there that we did just to kind of be outside because it was beautiful. My daughter ended up coming up over because I had kidnapped her dog and spending the afternoon helping us. We all sat down and we had a really nice dinner. And here was the cool thing. Loretta does not have cable. We did not listen to the news. We just had a nice family dinner together and just relaxed. And the dogs were exhausted from playing. And we were tired from what we did. But we just had a nice dinner together. So when you need a break from the craziness that's going on, don't turn on the TV or the radio or the computer. Just relax. We sat around and we talked and we laughed and we joked. It was a real family-style dinner. So the next morning when I woke up, of course, I could tune right back into the news. But having that little break from it was awesome. So here's a trick. Every day, you guys, well, not every day, a lot of days, most of you take a yoga class. Make that your hour away from everything. If you're at home now, turn off everything else. Tell everyone to leave you alone for an hour. When we get back to the studio, I invite you to let your car be the house for your phone during your yoga class and just relax. Let it go for an hour. It's just 1 hour. And get a little break. Because I promise when you come back to all that noise, you'll be a little more ready for it, a little more grounded for it. I started doing something every night. My phone stays downstairs. It's not even in the same room I'm on. So that I can sleep. And I think it's helped. Let's start to bring some attention back to our fingers and our toes, giving them a wiggle. Pull the knees into the chest when you're ready and give them a hug. Rock gently side to side. When you're ready, roll to your left side and then push to a seated position facing the front of the room. Hands come into prayer at heart center. Let's grow long from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Invite some loving energy in. Big inhale through the nose. Big exhale out the mouth. Ha. Thumbs come to the third eye as we bow forward. Namaste. Everyone have a great day. Good to see you. Really nice group today. Thanks, Stephanie, for being such a great model for us. If you have any questions, email me. As always, it's great to see everyone. And until we can see you again next time, hopefully at the studio. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. We'll see you real soon.